Bass and drums, Chanter, John Moore McIntosh. The North Georgia bass and drums, John Creek. The Black Ribbon Andrews, bass and drums from Blairsville. The host band, the National Harvard, bass and drums from USA. The director of Meek, John Bowe. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless.
My name is Joe Satterfield, and I am the chair of the committee for the Blairsville Scottish Festival and Highlands Games. We have quite a history. As you can see here today, we've got a lot of people here. This is Saturday of our 15th year. We'll have several thousand people in attendance today and tomorrow. We have the Scottish Festival here in Blairsville every year, the second weekend in June. We begin on Saturday morning, it lasts all day, and then again on Sunday with a worship service, and it lasts all day on Sunday as well, and we close the games about 5 o'clock on Sunday. The Scottish Festival was a brainstorm really of Jim McAfee. Jim was the chair for a number of years and actually brought life to the Scottish Festival here in Blairsville. He pulled together several people as a committee of the Chamber of Commerce, and thought it would be a good idea to have a spring event that would bring people into town. Like I said, just started off as a chamber event, committee of the chamber. And then about 6 years ago, the chamber, really the festival grew too big to be a committee of the festival. So we elected a board of directors, which pretty much amounted to the committee that actually started the game. And that board of directors is still working. We still have about 8 of the original 12 people that started out 15 years ago. And now we are a 501c3 organization. We act independently of the chamber, although the chamber still helps a lot. We act independent, and we finance our own programs. Several things that we do with the money that we raise, we put enough back in the kitty to start the games next year. And then we also we donate to the volunteer fire department, and we have begun several years ago to give scholarships for the local colleges, North Georgia Technical College and for North Georgia College over at Dahlonega. And we operate strictly with volunteers. There's no salaries, there's no money paid out other than bills. And we attract approximately 6,000 to 7,000 people every year to the games. A lot of volunteers. We have approximately 120 volunteers that help anywhere from parking to planning the games to putting on the events to going out with publicity and doing all the things that it takes to have an weekend event like this. We would appreciate any volunteers that we could have coming forward. We can always use volunteers, and would appreciate any help we can get.
Gun. Honored Clan for this year, 2018, Clan Gun. Thank you folks for attending. Clan Anderson. Clan Bell. Thank you folks for being here. Thank you so much. Clan Blair and Clan Boyd, House of Boyd Society, welcome. Clan Cameron and the Campbells, welcome Campbells. Davidson, welcome. Clan Donald, not that I'm showing preference, but it's my clan. Clan Donald, welcome. Donahue, welcome Clan Elliott. Ferguson, look at all the clans we have today, welcome. Clan Ferguson, no. I thought that Santa Claus was Ferguson, yes. Santa Ferguson. Forrester, welcome. Fraser, welcome folks, thank you for being here. Gordon. Thank you folks. Gregor. That's the proper pronunciation too, is Gregor, eh? Gregor and Clan Grant. Welcome folks, welcome. Clan Hay. Welcome, Terry. Clan Henderson. Clan Keith, welcome. Clan McCallum and Malcolm. Clan McFarland. McPhee. Thanks to Jake McPhee. Welcome, folks. McKay, welcome. Guy. Clan McLaren, welcome. Clan McLeod, wearing the loud McLeod. McPherson, thank you, folks. Still don't see Doty. Welcome, folks. Oliphant. Also the Stewarts.
We have clans from really all over the Southeast, several states that are represented. This year is a record number of clans. We have 43 clans here this year. We've had 38, 37, 35, but we have a record number here this year.
And Clan Wallace.
Each year we recognize an honored clan, and they come from South Carolina, Tennessee, all over Georgia, Florida. Just pretty much represent the Southeast here with clan representatives. Some very interesting stories and history as you go around and talk with the clan members.
78 Frasers are posting the colors. Would like to proudly announce that these games are open.
We also have Scottish vendors, clothing vendors, as well as food vendors, some of the Scottish food that is interesting sometimes. And we, of course, have the heavy games. We have sanctioned games here where athletes come and compete and collect points for, my analogy is that it's kind of like NASCAR. They travel a circuit and collect these points, and at the end of the circuit year, they're awarded medals, prizes for their competition. There are a number of different Scottish festivals. Probably the biggest ones and the well-known ones in our immediate area is the Grandfather Mountain over in Carolina, and then Stone Mountain at Stone Mountain, Georgia. But there are any number, dozens of festivals in this tri-state area here, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia. A lot of the clans they'll sort of go on a circuit as well. They'll go from one festival to another and just enjoy talking about their ancestry and all the Scottish heritage.
And poking them with the dirk, or be a dirk, whatever you please.
I mentioned earlier that Jim McAfee, this is a brainchild of Jim, and he recommended it to the chamber as an event for the spring. And Jim has history himself, and then we came to find out as we got into it that most every local person here in this area are of Scottish or Irish heritage. A lot of people mixed Scot-Irish, but we've run back any number of names to a Scottish heritage, and a lot of Scots came to this area many years ago, and I think that's one reason it's as popular as it is here, because of that heritage.
I'm Carol Ann Bailey. I'm here with my daddy, Hubert Bailey. We're from Dawsonville, Georgia. We're doing a herding demonstration to demonstrate how the Border Collies work sheep and ducks. So earlier we had a dog out working ducks around through the tunnel, under the bridge, over the bridge, through the tunnel, I guess I should say. And then my daddy, Hubert, has 4 dogs that he works together. He can operate all 4 dogs at the same time because they're on different whistles. That's different whistles for their left, right, and walk up. So this is just a little bit on showing the natural abilities of the Border Collie. They've been bred for over 200 years for their working ability. So they are bred and raised to work livestock. And this just gives a little bit showing their directions, how we train them, what they can do. They can also work in a lot larger fields than this one, but we just do a little close-up and just to show people a little bit about what they're about. Normally, if they're working on a farm, it would be more sheep. We just bring kind of a minimal number for the demonstration, but they can work up, say one dog could probably manage a flock of 100 quite easily. So when they do farm work, it's a little different. That may not be such precision work with all the whistles and tedious work. So they're all, some of them are trained different for farm work than they are for this type of thing or for competition. The Border Collies originated on the border between Scotland and England. So they were bred to bring the sheep out of the hills. So they would go for miles to gather up the sheep and bring them back to the farmer. And they were developed from lots of different dog breeds to get the dog that was able to go through the rough terrain, up the mountains, go out wide, gather up all the sheep, and bring them in an orderly fashion back to the farm. And then it becomes a hobby for a lot of people. So overseas in the UK, they would have competitions where farmers would bring their dog to demonstrate and compete to see who could do the best with their dog. And of course that's popular in the US now. Most people that have Border Collies have them as a hobby, not because they necessarily have a farm, or they may get a farm after they get the Border Collie to give them something to do.
My name is Cason Slaughter. I am the commissioner of the Georgia branch of Clan Gun. A little bit about our history. We are one of the oldest clans in Scotland. We are originated from the first Norwegian Vikings that moved in and started raiding the northern coast of Scotland and the Orkney Islands, and then eventually into the northern mainland of Scotland. Once they got there, they realized the land was nicer than the Norwegian rocky coastline, so they decided to stay. Fully integrated into to the locals, the natives, and from there, in the late 700s into the 800s, the clan itself actually formed under a man named Gunny, who was a Norwegian Viking himself. That's where we get the name Gun, and he just dropped the I, and from there, we controlled most of the northern bits of Scotland, Caithness, Sutherland, and the Orkney Islands. Our clan was never a political clan. We were never attached to any royalty or anything, which actually made it pretty tough for us to stay alive. So our motto, the clan motto, is Aut Pax Aut Bellum, which is Latin for either peace or war. So the idea was, if you came on our land, you are welcome to join or you can leave. And so we welcomed outsiders, we welcomed foreigners, we still do today. We are anyone who's willing to have a good time. Back in the day, it was if you could plow a field or swing a sword or cook a good meal, you were welcome to join us. The word got around, outlaws, fugitives, we were happy to have anybody who could join the fight. And still today, we like to have a good time, like to have a good drink, and that's what we represent. And we love to represent our Viking heritage. That is, we continue to do research and gather up all the artifacts and information we can find today. And still today, we still have a chief after 250 years. As of 2015, our chiefly line had died out 250 years ago. And as of 2015, we have a new chief that is connected to the original line of chiefs. And our clan today is still going very strong. We continue to grow, and I'm sure today, as far as membership numbers, part of the clan, we are bigger than we've ever been. And almost every Highland Scottish festival, Highland games you go to in the country, you're going to see Clan Gun. And most anyone, whether you're a part of the clan or not, is always welcome. Always welcome to come in, have a bite to eat, have a dram or two of scotch. And that's always been our motto, is you're welcome. As long as you're a friend, you're welcome.
My name is Richard Smith. I'm the pipe major of the Appalachian St. Andrews Pipes and Drums based here in Blairsville, Georgia. The band was founded in 2004 by pipe major Roy McKee, basically to further Scottish heritage and culture in the North Georgia mountains. Our band meets on Saturday mornings at St. Clair's Episcopal Church in Blairsville. We welcome anyone interested in learning Scottish bagpipes and drums. We give free lessons for those that want to become a playing member of the band. And we play for community events, for parades, festivals, all throughout the North Georgia and Western North Carolina areas. For further information, you can go to our website, www.asapd.info. And we are a fully 501c3 nonprofit organization. And check out our website. It has got our contact information on there, phone numbers, and everything you need to know about the band, what we do. And anyone interested is welcome to come and visit one of our rehearsal sessions on Saturday mornings, 9 o'clock at the church, and check us out.